Oh, these are cute.
Woo.
What? Somebody bite me?
You had one of those sand nets.
Oh.
Cause you know, y'all. I just had to smack something real quick off Trina's boobage. We got a what that is, a cherry tree?
I think so.
Whatever. What our neighbor say to the lady?
don't
The
know.
old lady. I call her the old lady, the wise lady. She 83 or whatever, the one we was telling you about
Yeah.
previous videos.
I don't know what she said it was.
I don't know what kind of tree that is, but I saw like the little sand nets or whatever you call it. See? You see that tree?
Yeah.
Eat one.
We're going and you be.
Man, we used to eat blackberries at the field.
Yeah, okay.
South Carolina. I
But
was
you
like
know where
12.
those came from.
Not really.
Oh, well, you ate them anyway.
Man, the dog, everything used to pee on them things. Who knows? The cows and everything. Of course, we stayed right across the street
But you did clean
from a
them,
cow
correct?
pasture. Sometimes, just like eating tomatoes out the garden. The garden. Is it a garbage? Eating tomatoes out of the garden.
He said garbage, y'all.
We used to get a little salt, put a little bit of salt in some paper. And get full up a little piece of paper, put the salt in there, whatever, and get that tomato out that field. And man, shoot,
I'm all set with that.
That was some great eating.
Nah, I'm
But
good.
anyway, part 2.
Mhm.
Let's just say honor your mother and your father, part
Right.
2.
Okay.
Those of you who never met your father before, that's no excuse to not respect men. I noticed women who didn't have an active male figure or father
Mm-hmm.
in your life to actually mold you, they tend to have a different look on a relationship and stuff. So yeah, we got that.
So I can speak on this area because my father wasn't in my life, but I don't have a different outlook on relationships. I had to build my relationship with you as being the male of the relationship.
So is it true that women who didn't grow up with a father in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
that you feel like you missed something, but you couldn't figure out what it was? Like for birthdays and holidays
To
and
a certain extent.
graduations.
I
and
guess it
stuff.
all depends on what your life was
So
like with them not being in the picture.
Mm.
So it varies, because I've seen some people go on national TV and when they find their father, they be
Yeah.
crying. You know what I'm saying? And then some people, it's like, I can't really miss it if I never had it.
That's true. And so, yeah, what we're saying is, we know God is the Father, whatever. We're Christian.
Of course.
And we're not ashamed at all. I'm saying that any woman who actually had any type of father figure, some strong women, and I hear people say every woman need a man. I agree and I disagree, because you got some very strong women who doing some big things
Yes, you do.
without the presence of a man being in their life.
Right.
I'm not going to name drop. A lot of us know different celebrities and different people who was raised
True.
particularly by their mother, and
Right.
they still turn out pretty good.
Right. And you have some men who were raised by just their mother, not just not the women aspect of it
Right,
as well.
right.
And they still turned out how they were supposed
So
to
what
turn
you're
out.
saying is, growing up without your father in the picture, you're saying you didn't miss something you never had.
Correct. I've
But
never had it.
Did you ever think about how it would be had he come
It
to
had
birthday
been
parties?
Or if he was present?
Yeah, birthday parties, graduations,
I think I would keep it exactly how I had it with him.
quinceañeras,
I would sweet 16s.
sweet 16. Yeah, you get what I'm
I
saying.
think I would keep it how I had it with him just not being there at all. I think it's more hurtful when they're in and out.
You know what? I agree. I never experienced that, but I know some people who in my family and some friends and associates or whatever. I hear people saying that.
Right.
Oh, real? You don't really know what it is. You are blessed because you got your mother and father in your life. That is
Right.
100% true.
So I do think that women relate to men in the aspect of not having a committed, serious relationship because men are always in and out their lives. That comes based on not having a father figure at all. I
So
mean,
the-
like, they come
I
for
get
a
what
year
you're saying,
and
yeah.
they don't show up for a certain amount of time and they come back. You just toying
Right,
with my emotions that way.
So it's best then, I mean, if they gone, let them be gone.
That's it. I can't miss something I never had.
That's a fact.
I might even saw him walking around anywhere in any states that we've
It's
been
never too late. Like, it's not more of a thing where you feel like you actually need anything or want something
at. I also
from the individual, because a lot of time men would think if they made a mistake, maybe because of the person was, I hate to be so blunt, a jump off
Mm-hmm.
or a sneaky link.
Mm-hmm.
That they feel like because a child is in the picture,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want their new family to know. So people move
Right.
and do different things. I'm not just pinpointing you
Right.
or whatever the situation was.
Mm-hmm.
Because you turned out fine, like I said, and we've been a blessing to a great deal of people. And
Right.
as you see, I mean, that didn't hurt you at all.
No.
Actually, it's never too late. Maybe one day you'll meet him. I can make it happen for you.
You can make it happen for me.
But it's not about that, and you definitely don't need anything
No.
from nobody.
No, but
especially not that individual.
no,
So,
but
yeah.
I feel like if
But I don't think you should have anything in your heart or nothing towards
I don't.
him. But if it's the Lord's will and you feel like you want to make it happen, I can find that joker in 24 hours.
I don't have no ill will, nothing. I can't, like I said, I
Can't
don't
miss
miss
nothing you
it
never-
because I never had it, so I
Right.
can't miss it.
Right.
So I don't hold no ill will or nothing against this person. I don't know them.
Right.
So like I said, I could have came in contact with them numerous amount of times and couldn't tell
Right.
you who they was.
Right.
So,
So yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, so in honor of your mother and your father, part 2.
Yes.
I guess the takeaway from this would be, don't hold your fathers responsible because the relationship didn't work with your mother's.
Right.
At the end of the day, we don't know the circumstances
True.
as to what surrounded the whole
Breakup
situation
or-
of breakup.
Or side piece or whatever the case may be. But with that is part 2. Honor your mother and father.